My name is Andy Traub, Vice President of Human Resources at Allied Inclusion Works and Allied Global Services. Today, I actually want to talk to a very specific group of people, and that is my fellow employers. Look, 2020 obviously has been a year that is unlike any other. We've experienced lockdowns, shutdowns, productivity drops. We've had people come and go. So, what does that do to our workforce? Well, obviously, it has a huge amount of impact. The number one thing that we are unaware of, that we cannot see, is the mental health impact on our employees. Mental health is covered under the ADA, Americans with Disabilities Act. It's no longer okay for us to sit there and say, hey, take a mental health day. That is cliche, and that is brushing away the situation. What we do need to do is be active. We need to have a strategy. We need to have dialogue. We need to engage our employees. And this is a real thing. The number one thing that impacts their productivity is their mental health. When we talk about mental health issues and number of people engaging mental health services tripling since March this year, it's unbelievable. So what we need to do is actually develop strategies and be proactive and be very intentional about how we can get the most out of our employees while at the same time giving them what they need. 1 in 4 Americans has a disability, and of that, is a significant population that is on the rise is those with mental health challenges. So how do we engage our employees in policies, practices, and procedures? How do we listen? How do we not only listen, but activate what policies we need to have? A lot of employers now and employees are finding the fact that they're working out of their basements, out of their bedrooms, out of closets. That's isolation or quarantine. So we need to be involved with them, but it has to be intentional. It has to be methodical. It has to be well thought out. Inclusion Works can be that for you. You don't have to go hire a mental health expert necessarily. We can actually come in and help you set up policies, practice, procedures to be able to engage actively with that percentage of people who will not disclose their mental health. Once we start empowering your employees and then your staff and your leaders to be talking openly about mental health issues, those 68% of the individuals with mental health that are in our workplace now who do not disclose will be more comfortable with disclosing and being able to bring their entire self to work and not feeling, hey, part of me has to stay at home, part of me has to stay outside the workplace. Number one reason people don't disclose and talk about it is the fear. If we don't start having positive conversations about mental health in our workplace, we will lose employees.